Well, this video is going to be really tough to make here today. This is going to be a very controversial episode here on my channel. If you see the title, you probably know what I'm talking about. What's going on, guys? It's Daniel, and welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be talking about NASCAR banning the Confederate flag from NASCAR races. Let's go ahead and jump straight into it. So here's NASCAR's statement on them removing the Confederate flags from races. The presence of the Confederate flag in NASCAR events runs contrary to our commitment to provide a welcoming, inclusive environment for all fans, our competitors, and our industry. Bringing people together around a love for racing and a community that it creates is what makes our fans and sports special. The display of the Confederate flag will be prohibited from all NASCAR events and properties. So as you heard there, NASCAR has gone on and banned Confederate flags from NASCAR races. And this is a very controversial standpoint. There have been a lot of NASCAR fans that have not been happy with the decision. And personally, I don't blame them for being upset by it. I think they have every right to express their opinions. I think they can definitely support the Confederate flag. That is your choice. That is fine. But I think what NASCAR is in general is looking at is they're looking at possibly including a lot of fans in sport. A lot of people on the outside of the sport, if you actually looked at Richard Sherman's tweet, he said that NASCAR is not a sport of inclusivity, which is really not the truth whatsoever. A lot of people in our sport, NASCAR, are more diverse. Because of the drive diversity program, yes, we can't really bring up Kyle Larson because he was part of that, but a lot of people who have come from that diversity program have been able to get some really incredible jobs. And our industry is full of a lot of different backgrounds and cultures. Part of NASCAR is made up of that. What NASCAR was looking at is they're looking at the future. Yes, like I said, we're going to lose a lot of fans over this, and I expect to lose a ton of fans. But what this could end up doing is this could bring a lot of fans into the sport as well. We had a lot of people that were tweeting about NASCAR. Reese Witherspoon talked about it. LeBron was talking about it. Alvin Kamara, Bernie LaPrade Jr. was talking about it and stuff. He was going on and tweeting last night about the race, and I thought that was really awesome to see. You had Ethan Klein talking about it for H3H3. We saw a lot of people who were talking about NASCAR and might start watching because of the Confederate flag being removed. But also there are a lot of people that were not happy with the decision of NASCAR removing the Confederate flag. What is my opinion on it? I think NASCAR made morally the right decision to remove the Confederate flag for a moral standpoint. You're seeing a lot of people that are banning the Confederate flag of the United States Marine Corps. Heard other sports might be talking about possibly removing the Confederate flag as well. And there have been talks about removing it from NASCAR as well for the last few years. I mean, and I'm not just saying this. There's a lot of drivers who are actually in support of them removing the Confederate flag. In fact, Dale Earnhardt was a fan of them removing it. Richard Petty is in support of them removing the Confederate flag. Bubba Wallace, not a surprise to see Bubba Wallace not being not supporting the Confederate flag. Brad Keselowski said he's really good, made a good decision there. Joey Logano said it, but mainly they're mostly drivers saying that everyone has a right to express their opinions. And if you're not happy about them removing the Confederate flag, that's absolutely respectful and 100% respect your decision. And if you don't watch the sport anymore because of NASCAR's decision to remove the Confederate flag, I mean, I'm not going to be mad at you. I understand where you're coming from. Because the Confederate flag to a lot of people does represent hate. And I can understand where they're coming from in a sense. I mean, it isn't meant for Southern. It is a flag that represents Southern pride. But also to a lot of people, it represents hate. A lot of people who are on the outside of NASCAR believe that. So NASCAR made kind of a really tough decision. Because again, they're going to lose fans over this. They're going to lose a lot. I'm expecting some of the ratings to go down a lot because a lot of that older fan base watched the sport. But I'm looking at this from a moral standpoint. I think NASCAR ultimately made the right decision from a moral standpoint because, again, we could attract a lot of new fans now because of this. And it is a tough, let me just say this was not an easy decision. This video is not easy to make as well. I'm having a hard time coming up with thoughts and opinions. Because I've looked at the history of like what the Confederate flag kind of stood for. Slavery was kind of part of that, but also most people in the North didn't really give a shit. about slavery. They were kind of indifferent on slavery. I did not like slavery personally. I don't never want to see that in our country ever again. I think they made a great decision to remove that, but they did that to kind of trash the economy. Let's just say that. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. This is really a tough video to make. I've seen a lot of people, like I said, who've gotten really mad, saying, "Oh, I'm never gonna watch NASCAR again because I can't fly my Confederate flag." Okay, that's perfectly fine. You don't have to watch sport anymore. But I think what NASCAR is looking at is the long-term future of this sport. I think that what they're looking at is that they're trying to keep up mainly with the modern times. Because again, we're in 2020. We're not in 19. We're genuinely not in 1960. We're in 2000. We're in 2020, and we're seeing a lot of people questioning why NASCAR still has Confederate flags at the racetracks. And some people like me, I don't care one way or the other what they do with it. I don't really care. And a lot of people are definitely happy with their moving. Others, like I said, are not happy. I think NASCAR made, like I said, a tough decision on what they're gonna do with the sport. But I mean, we have people like Alvin Kamara. Like I said, Alvin Kamara was talking about. You had a lot of people who are even commenting. It's got to the point where like mainstream is talking about this. And when you got drivers, people that are never watched NASCAR before, who are big names, checking it out, this could help NASCAR get back into the mainstream. It really could. I'm being for real. It could. But again, we are going to, in general, we are going to end up losing fans over them removing the Confederate flag. Because, again, a lot of our older fan base, NASCAR has the oldest fan base. The average age for a NASCAR fan has gone up rapidly over the years. It's gotten to the point where it's gotten into the mid-50s and it's starting to get up there in age. Because remember, we have a lot of older fans, and a lot of our fans do come from South, but you also have fans from everywhere else, like California, from where I'm from, Missouri, Michigan, New Jersey. So you have fans from everywhere, even in other countries like the UK and Brazil. You got people probably even in the South who do oppose the Confederate flag, but you also have a lot of people who do respect the Confederate flag. And I do believe that the Confederate flag, in a sense, is a symbol from Southern pride, but also it couldn't be attributed to a symbol of hate. So, yeah, this was definitely a tough video to make, but anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching today's video. Please like and subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on so you be notified when a video does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Links in the description below for that, and comment your thoughts on today's video. Do you think NASCAR made the right decision to remove the Confederate flags or not? Let me know in the comments below. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching today's video, and I will see you guys next time. Take care, everybody.